Ms. Manning, I think you're totally right when you say that China is pre-positioning capabilities in advance of some deployment of them. Is one way China does that by having U.S.-based technology platforms that they own or control in order to pre-position for their cyber capability?
Thank you for your question. You know, as I said, PRC is really our pacing challenge, and as you note, they're using malicious cyber activity to counter U.S. conventional military power and to degrade the combat capability of the joint force. And we need to ensure that we are employing both defensive and offensive capabilities to strengthen our deterrence and gain our advantage. I defer to General Haugh for more of the details when it comes to how we are operating.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the defensive part. Vis-a-vis like what China might be doing with technology platforms in the United States. Do you have anything to add on that, General?
So I think the area where we've seen specific action that has concerned us is hacking activity at our critical infrastructure and at Guam. I think those are specific examples. In use of technology within the United States, having Huawei presence and things like that is risk.
Right, so that's what I want to get into, because I agree. The hacking is sort of like if they're breaking into your house, but the Huawei example you give is more like inviting them in the front door. Have either of you heard of this company called Tutor.com? Okay, so this is a technology platform that is owned by Chinese nationals through the Primavera Holding Limited company, and it is principally used by DoDEA, by the Department of Defense's education system for military-connected families. If you had a technology platform that was being used specifically by military families owned by Chinese nationals, would that raise any red flags based on what you're talking about regarding the need to be well resilient to that pre-positioning that Ms. Manning discussed?
I think we want to dive deeper and ensure that we're not bringing risk by whomever we partner with in whatever company.
Yeah, no, I would just encourage you, because this one sort of, I mean, I know how much you care about resilience, particularly with our service members and their families. We all know that they're targets oftentimes, and so if we're inviting the Chinese in the front door here, I just would advise you to look at that. And I would draw your attention to the fact that Manny Diaz, the Commissioner of Education in the state of Florida, has advised superintendents of schools and charter schools to discontinue the use of this technology, and even after the state of Florida Secretary of Education made that pronouncement based on these ties, the Department of Defense education system continued to offer that platform to students of military-connected families in Florida and elsewhere.